Top 3 altcoins that you should be selling right now. I'm serious. I want you to save the future of your grandson and get him out of the rat race. You don't need to hold these alts currently. There are so many opportunities in this market at this stage. And we're also talking on the fact whether or not we're actually going lower from here. Are we dumb? Why Fidelity and BlackRock is buying hundreds of millions of dollars in Ethereum at this stage, and how they actually rob you first to start the Altseason tomorrow, and how you can still be making money on it, and what choices you actually have. If you knew about this drop several weeks in advance, if you were able to short or if you were able to sell, if you were actually able to scoop up at the bottom, and if you actually are allocated in Ethereum ecosystem coins currently, so you will be making hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions of dollars, consider pressing the like button. This is a very small price. These videos are free, and I'm the only person who actually started to talk about these things the first, predicting perfectly previous market movement. Without further ado, let's start. The market is totally cooked. It has lost any sort of rhyme or reason. We literally have the most powerful government in the world pushing to be the home of crypto. The sitting US president holding 400 million in Ethereum, and the market just keeps on retracing. This is very confusing for almost every investor. I can actually tell you a secret. The market is not retracing on its own. And I don't think that a lot of people are selling currently in terms of crypto natives, in terms of the holders. Market is retracing because market makers are actually manipulating the price of the assets. As mentioned, they need a very small percentage of the supply of the asset to print whatever number they want in the column where you have the price of the coins. Whatever number they want. And the goal of them is to make sure least amount of people possible actually will be able to make money on this market. I will explain to you why slightly later. They cannot understand why we have all this amazing news, and yet the market is just dropping over and over. To me, it's obvious what they are doing here. They are holding the market down by force. The elites will do everything they can to ensure that only the 1% win. This is such an important statement. When I first read it, I was just shocked of the realization that came right after. These guys, BlackRock, they're printing money. They don't need money. They are making billions, hundreds of billions of dollars each second you actually breathe. They probably are following slightly different agenda. Slightly different agenda is make sure that the least amount of people possible would actually be able to escape the rat race, and that most people would eventually lose money in this event of the bull market, in this event of the crypto cycle. 100%. This is something they're planning for, and they're accumulating themselves. I would even say that the fact of them accumulating is like the goal of this action is not even to make money, but they need supplies to dump on other people to make sure that other people will not sell, they will hold, because the sentiment would be hold, don't sell, everything is nice. Mike Tyson is going to be doing videos about Solana. So they will be able to take money from other people. They don't care about money, they care about control. They care about the fact of others being slaves and staying in the rat race. This is the main agenda that they are following here. They've seen crypto people doing it successfully before. Right now they are adopting this tool to enforce their agenda for one more way, I would say. It's too easy and obvious for everyone to just buy on all of this good news, and the market sent hard. And winning in this game will never be easy. They're totally and utterly exhausting market participants in every way they can. Very nice thing as well, because a lot of people are actually living currently, some of them lost a lot, but even people that did not lose much in comparison to the net worth, they're just saying, I want to sell all crypto, I want to exit. This is exactly something that they wanted to do, forcing everyone to believe that it's all over, market has stopped and it's over for now. Then at some point when we have all given up, they will send it so fucking hard that no one will have the chance to get back in. I do think they actually send it in tomorrow. The day before yesterday and today are the last days to get alts at these prices. I honestly think that. You do not have an industry being adopted like this and it not at some point achieve massive price appreciation. Yeah, like they're not accumulating tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars in these assets just to dump them. Like, it's not happening. It is going to happen, but I can't say how long they're going to grind us down for. Yeah, I mentioned already. Like, mainly it is based on time speculation, and I do not honestly think that they have a lot of time at this stage. I do believe they have to respect historical periods of performance and under performance of certain assets, because if they're not, probably like the most experienced people with the most amount of money, they will just never come back to this industry, because thus far nothing crazy is happening. So many people are saying like this cycle is not like previous ones, this time is different. Nah, Altseason did not happen. 1 month ago, I was showing you in some of the videos previously, 1 month ago in 2021, before Altseason, people were also saying Altseason is dead, nothing is happening, and it was just exactly the same sentiment. It's absolutely insane. They know the vast majority of us are sitting in alts, and they do not want to help us all get rich. The system is designed for you to lose, and this situation is no different. The term hodl has never been more relevant. Do not let them shake you out. I do believe that this take is slightly bearish in altcoins as well, as essentially they know us, that they know we are mostly sitting in alts, and that's why they're not going to pump alts. Alts are going to pump like crazy, and it should be happening in a very short time frame from here. Maybe the initial waves of the pump are going to be lower, but they will be happening soon, right? And you would be looking at this alts and thinking, man, like it's already 2-3x from the bottom. I could have bought at the bottom. I've been in the market slightly high at this stage. Nah, I'll probably not buy. I'll probably just play in some memes, and in no time it's up 2-3-4x's even from that point. Again, like right now we should be entering a heavy holder focused market with holders outperforming the shit out of traders, mainly for the fact that traders were outperforming the shit out of holders recently, right? Even in the short pockets of outperformance of holders, like since the drop in August till pump in December, right? You still had to take profits. You still had to sell, because most of the alts, they actually showed new lows. A lot of the alts, they actually showed new lows. This is crazy. This is insane. This is very complex to actually operate in this market at this stage, especially if you are in alts. Trump and big players like BlackRock buying Ethereum. Yesterday, BlackRock bought $300 million worth of Ethereum. Soon it's up only for Ethereum. The biggest alpha I want you to focus on is the inflows that you can see here in the last 3 days. You can see that yesterday we had inflows that are 4 times bigger than the inflows that happened on Monday. And inflows on Monday, they are 4 times bigger than the inflows that happened on Friday. So the inflows on yesterday, they're 10 times bigger than the inflows that actually happened on Friday. Can you imagine this? This is absolutely insane. And like people would be saying that Ethereum ETF is dead, nothing is happening. Guys, they don't need to make money on us. They're playing a different game here. All they need is to take all our coins from us, which they're successfully doing, to be honest with you. They're doing this very successfully at this stage. 100%. Justin, Fidelity buys 10,000 Ethereum worth $26 million just after they liquidated a bunch of people, crypto natives on the market. Breaking, US Representative Michael Collins has continued to buy cryptocurrency. He just disclosed buying $15,000 in Ethereum and $30,000 in virtual. He sold virtual 9 days later after being down an estimated 40%. He has bought numerous of the crypto over the last 3 months. So he pretty much just gambling. He does not care, right? But you can see that this guy is quite old, right? And he's a politician. People tend to follow politicians. I'm using crazy and insane just too much, but it really is. He's just one of many, and he's on the forefront. Imagine how much more liquidity is actually coming into this space. And people will be buying all the coins that are present. There is a very few amount of really good projects on the market currently, and vast majority of them are actually at the bottoms. And what you will be buying currently? You will be buying Sol, you will be buying SUI, you will be buying Hyperliquid, you will be buying things that are popular at this stage, like some memes that are pumping. So fucking stupid. You need to explore the time horizon. You need to make it longer, because this is where you make the most money. In my opinion, it's a great time to add Ethereum. Eric Trump shared this. I was talking on this yesterday. Trump's World Liberty Financial bought about 5 million Ethereum today. Also, it has a total of 205 million. And they transferred most of it into Coinbase at this stage. Some people are speculating that this is to sell. I don't think so. They will be using these assets to rob retail to establish a new world order, right? To take money out of single moms. It's absolutely insane, because I want to focus on this. We will obviously be talking about Sol, SUI, and Hyperliquid, right? But I think you have a very distinct choice at this stage. Understand that by default, if you're in this industry, you are cuckold. And the choice that you have currently, you can either jump on the cock of BlackRock and the President of the United States of America, or you can jump on the cock of your favorite influencer. And I would suggest, this is just my opinion, you're free to listen to it or not, I would suggest to jump on the cock of BlackRock and the President of the United States of America. Mainly is because of the fact they actually offer outperformance. Because the other alternative that you have is to jump on the cock of your favorite influencer, which a lot of people are doing. So much people actually doing that. And what it leads to? It leads to underperformance. So let's go into underperform at least for 2 months here heavily. SUI 2x I'm seeing max in the short-term price action, which is fucking nothing, right? Hyperliquid 2.5x from here. We'll go into details on this thing as well. And you have a list of bottomed out altcoins that you can actually be buying currently at a very, very good prices. You can actually be entering low leverage and grow this leverage exposure over time into the cycle. You make 2-3x, you are illiquidatable at that stage. You just add and add. It's insane. It's insane how well you can be playing this thing. Like, this point of time is actually crucial for making a decision on this matter. Also a way to ride the cock of BlackRock slightly better. Because obvious plays are alts, obvious things are here, as you can see them right here. But the best place to buy into lower cap altcoins. This way you would actually be able to, like, we're in the crazy industry, because there is this single mom in the Midwest currently. She has like 3 kids. She's working on 2 minimum wage jobs. She's struggling to make it. And in 6 to 9 months from now, she will hear about crypto. She will take half of her savings, if not all, and she will put it somewhere because she will have home and everyone will be talking about that this is like a new technology, something new. It's going to revolutionize the world. Just for you to take this money. Imagine this. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. And most of your influencers that you will be following currently, they were so fucking poor before this bull run. Most of them. It's absolutely insane. They didn't even have money to rent an apartment in Dubai. It's absolutely crazy. You should be following, from my point of view, you should be following people that have a longer time horizon, that actually planning to withdraw billions from here and just riding the cock, right? Despite the fact that thus far, everything that these people were trying to do is to get you out of your coins. They're quite successful following the current sentiment on Ethereum and altcoins. They're quite successful, not only the sentiment, but actually liquidations as well, right? I think the action to make currently is also to jump off the cock of influencers and jump on the cock of BlackRock. Buy long in altcoins. This is also the action that should be done currently. The deviation that precedes the breakout, we'll soon find out. Ethereum, very, very nice chart. Guys, how many times I was actually talking about 2021 Ethereum price action? Now everyone is talking about it. I do think it at least deserves a like button, because you knew about all these things in advance. And even if you were not able to play this out perfectly, you have all these mind constructs at this stage, which will help you to make better decisions, 100 times, 1,000 times better decisions than people that are just getting familiar with this concept, that are just seeing these tweets for the first time. This thing got 50,000 views. You were exposed to my videos on a daily basis. I was constantly talking about this thing. I do think it deserves a like button. The most important confluences for Ethereum are open interest, funding rates, and aggregated spot volume. Open interest is near all-time highs, while funding rates are at the lowest in 1.5 years. Last night, we also saw the highest spot volume in over 2 years, triggering a major reversal from 2.1 to 2.4. So they liquidated you, and they bought a bunch on spot. Well, it's accumulating aggressively, while retail is flipping short. Guys, if you would ask me about the prerequisites for Altseason, this sentence is everything I would tell you. Whales accumulating aggressively, while retail is flipping short. I still believe Ethereum will perform well in the coming weeks, especially once BTC enters a distribution phase. This one is very interesting. I would argue that BTC was in the distribution phase around 100K, and maybe it would be a local distribution phase, right? Like, honestly, things should just repeat from the previous cycle. Although if they would repeat, we should be seeing BTC somewhere around $130,000, $140,000 in March. Because previous year we went to like 50K around December, January, and then we went to 70 in March. As I mentioned in the prior post, I sold all my TLT and SHI positions to rotate back into BTC, Ethereum, and altcoins, as I believe today is a great buying opportunity. I won't suggest to buy BTC currently. Ethereum, I would just suggest to buy lower cap alts, right? Yeah, altcoins are definitely nice. BTC to 2017, Ethereum 2025, similar fractal, different time frame. Very interesting fractal on the chart, definitely similar price action. We have giant bear trap right here. The only thing is that in 2017 we were higher, although yeah, it's pretty similar, just that we also had a double top. Like this is the bear trap 1, which is essentially the bear market. This is the bear trap 2, right? So at this time it was easier. And I do think the complexity of the pattern, the complexity of the price action here is influenced by the fact that there are more people in crypto, better experience at this stage, and they needed more time, and they needed more iterations to rob as much people as they can. Make sure, not even rob, just make sure that most will sell, most will exit, and most will scream on X that nothing is happening with Ethereum, everything is bearish, and the market is going to shit. David Sachs just called blockchains new types of decentralized computing platforms. Ethereum, so much higher. First on the list is Solana. I do think you should not be buying Solana. I do think, in fact, you should be selling your Solana currently if you have some and reposition into some lower cap altcoins, not even in Sol ecosystem. I do think that Sol is going to underperform in the upcoming 2 months. It can go higher. It can go to maybe like 270, right? But it will be just a 30% move up. I do believe that the time to rebuy Sol would be somewhere around the end of April. Solana holding the key support level this far. Want to see price bounce from here if we are to remain short-term bullish. First mission reclaimed to $120. Sol strong sweep of the highest fall by bearish FG. It's like, it's a bunch of technical analysis. I even don't want to go through it. Main things you should pretty much know about this asset at this stage is that main bull case played out. President of the United States launching the meme coin. No one is holding assets. No one is holding old meme coins on Solana currently. It's huge PvP at this stage with experts, with people sitting for 15 hours a day behind the screens, and they're going to underperform heavily from now on. They will just continue to eat each other in endless PvP, while holders are the ones that will be outperforming for at least upcoming 2 to 3 months. At least 2 months, like 100%. Holders will outperform like crazy. These guys, they will just continue to eat each other like shit, trying to lure more and more people in. But the win strategy is just buy low leverage, low cap altcoins and you just hold them. This is it. Preferably in Ethereum ecosystem. And probably Base might be doing quite well in terms of PvP meme coin, Ethereum as well as a chain, but maybe some other Ethereum layer 2s that are present on the marketplace out there. We also will have giant unlocks for Solana in March, and we also have repayments from FTX. I think they're coming in 2 to 3 weeks. There will be a bunch of Solanas out there, bunch of people, they have bunch of Soy Llamas, right? And you have to understand that once Ethereum really starts to move, it will be sucking out all of the liquidity out of the marketplace. It will be sucking out a bunch of liquidity of Solana as well. And following like all of these catalysts combined, they are projecting, I think it's quite convincing at this stage, right? They are projecting huge underperformance from Solana in the upcoming 2 months, and I think you have to be aware about it. Next on the list is SUI. I'll just leave it here. Chart essentially quite bearish, broke the structure as most of the charts out there, right? The target here is 2.36, but I will give you different reasons. And this is the reason I actually forgot to give about Solana, and I think is actually the main one. Historical underperformance in the first part of the year. Mainly, one of the reasons for that is because Ethereum outperforms nicely. Solana meme casino might be coming back once alts will eventually receive certain bounce in BTC dominance, maybe sideways price action, once we will have huge liquidation event on altcoin longs out there between the market. And this is usually where Sol casinos essentially going to return. Also when the upside on Ethereum and Ethereum layer 2s, in terms of memes, in terms of PvP, will be exhausted. Also when the upside on Ethereum and Ethereum layer 2s, in terms of memes, will be exhausted as well. This is somewhere I expect Solana to, this is actually when I expect Solana to return out there. SUI, product market fit is not found, nothing's happening on chain, and I do believe it's going to repeat the picture it was printing in the 2023-2024. What happened was in 2023, it went like from 0.4 to like almost $2, which was a 5x, which is quite similar to the current price action, and then it just showed like a 2x. So it's corrected like from $2 to 1.2, and then it only showed 2x. So I'm seeing SUI going to $7, as you can see on this screen from other presenter, but it's just 2x. If you're waiting for 7 years for Altseason to unleash just to take 2x, I wish best of luck in the future endeavors. So the 6 billion worth of altcoins will be unlocked in the next 12 months, 700 million on average every week. Altcoin capitulation hasn't even started in the opinion of this author. This is exactly the something that, yeah, like he's probably paid by Wintermute and maybe by Trump's family. This is insane. Like, yeah, I actually bookmarked him just to make fun of him in 2 weeks from now. And I think he's actually shilling Hyperliquid as well. And the sort of thing we're talking about is Hyperliquid. So Hyperliquid, I do believe, is a typical example of you having a choice to jump on the cock of your favorite influencer. And the difference is that you would have to pay for your coins, and they did not. They were not paying, and they will be dumping them as well, right? This is a very, very important thing. It definitely has a certain product market fit. In stats, essentially Hyperliquid flipped all the DEX perpetuals trading, right? At the same time, like historically, no one was trading perpetuals on the DEX, right? So it's definitely not a hard task to perform in the first place. Thus far, it's great in terms of the essentially acquiring crypto natives to use the platform, right, with all the incentives, all the stuff that is happening out there. But I don't see a strategy that they have currently at this stage to acquire retail. And the main money extracted event, the main robbery, is going to happen based on the money of retail that will essentially be coming into this space. Not like crypto natives, they don't need other tool from my point of view to rob money effectively from each other. They're doing it already, and they're doing it successfully. Cumulative net inflow of 310 million in the past months on Hyperliquid. That's 10 million new money moving to Hype ecosystem every single day. These are some bullish things. Hype, per request. I'm still hesitant to think this one pumps the new all-time highs immediately from here. Looks like a rising channel for now and way overhyped in my timeline still. Typically, that's a red flag. Mega high volume yesterday though. Bulls need to hold 22.33 support. Break above 28.5 for new all-time high. Kinda agree with this thing, and I do think that short term it will be able to do like 2.5x. But again, you are paying for safety with the underperformance. Safe on this market is to jump on the cock of your influencer. This is something that you would consider safe, that essentially considers to be safe on the market. Like buy something on the recommendation of some people who are screaming about this, that got free supply, that would be dumping on you. Yeah, you can be buying into this thing for your influencer just to make 10, 20, 30x's, and for you to get 2.5x. And you know what will happen right after? You would read the X post of this influencer sharing that he made 20x. You would see, man, but I just made 2.5. I should probably continue to hold, right? What will happen is that this thing will essentially be corrected. So I'm not seeing a lot of upside in Hyperliquid currently. 3 coins, SUI, Solana, Hyperliquid. I would suggest to sell at this stage and reposition into Ethereum ecosystem alts that are bottomed, preferably lower caps, preferably on leverage. Low leverage or high leverage with short stops, but in this case you would be using a small margin. So just use a small percentage of your portfolio as margin out there to be safe. If you want me to actually do the video on the strategy, press the like button. Let me know next, DM me next on this one as well. This is it. Thank you very much for watching this one. Stay healthy and rich, and I will be seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.